So the PlayStation Showcase was yesterday, as of filming this, and it was kind of underwhelming. I mean, we started out with a Knights of the Old Republic remake, which is kind of exciting. That's the best Star Wars game according to a lot of people. I haven't played it yet, so I might check this out when it comes out. So that was a good start. Well, actually, we started out with this weird ad. It was just so weird. Let me play some of it. I'm gonna turn off the music. I mean, it goes on for 2.5 minutes. Just so annoying. Then we have Project Eve, which I have up here. This looked interesting. Some of the gameplay kind of made it look a little Dark Souls-y, Jedi Fallen Order-y. Wasn't a fan of the story presentation, but it did look kind of interesting. The gameplay looks good. Character design. Some of the sound effects were a bit weird, though. I'm not going to play the audio because I don't want to get copyrighted, but then we had Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, a Borderlands spin-off. That looked good. It's a Borderlands game. You know what to expect with those. And what looks fun. Then we had Forspoken. The gameplay looked great, but she just doesn't fit. I know she's not supposed to fit the world, but I mean, the personality just doesn't fit what they're going for. She's obviously forced diversity. I mean, if it's done well, it's done well, but it's just not doing it for me. She just seems so out of place. I know she's supposed to, again, I know she's supposed to seem out of place, but personality just doesn't work with this game from what we've seen. Skip to some of the gameplay. Like, this looks pretty cool. If it's good, I might check it out. But this character is really not doing it for me. I don't think there was a single guy in this trailer. I think there was like 4 different women as well. Yeah, there's another woman. I'm not gonna skip through and find them, but there was like 4 women. I don't think there was a single man in this. But that looked good though. Then we had Alan Wake Remastered. Now you can tell me because I haven't played Alan Wake, so I'll probably check this out. But it doesn't look remastered to me. You can tell me. It just doesn't look like a remastered game to me. I guess it could be, but we had Grand Theft Auto 5. That's coming out in March, they said. The PS5 and Series X versions. Which, wasn't it supposed to come out this year? So is that pushed back? Oh, but we had Ghostwire Tokyo, which looked interesting. It's probably not my cup of tea, but some people might like it. We had Guardians of the Galaxy. Not interested in this game at all. I'm not interested in the way they did the characters. Apparently, that's more true to the comics, but I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan of the voices, not a fan of the character designs. But we have Blood Hunt, Vampire the Masquerade. And if you're a fan of Vampire Masquerade, probably good for you. You had Kid A. How do you pronounce Kid Amnesia? I mean, it's Kid Amnesia, but Kid Amnesia? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. But that's a Radiohead and Epic Games collaboration. The teaser was just like a corridor. I have no clue what it was. Oh, show it. It's just this corridor. No idea if this is supposed to mean anything. And there was graffiti. I have no clue. And we had Tachia, which was really weird. Just like this animation. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a game for kids. I'm definitely not for me. If it looks like it could be fun for kids though, so there's that. It just didn't belong in this showcase. And then we have Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, which is PS5 and PC remaster of the Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is really hype for me. Uncharted is my favorite video game series. Uncharted 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. I liked Lost Legacy. So I'm very excited for that. We had Gran Turismo 7, which is Gran Turismo. Fine. Look good. And some reason Deathloop's up here. I think that was after Uncharted and in between these two, but I'm not sure. I'm so sick of seeing Deathloop. It looks like a decent game, but we've seen it like 10 times. Just release the game. Oh my god. I'm so sick of seeing it. I hope that's the last time we see it. Oh yeah, and we also have Rainbow Six Extraction. More of that. Wasn't much. I think it was just like a mostly like a CGI trailer, maybe a little gameplay, but it's just there to show off again, I guess. Then we had Wolverine. You see the Insomniac logo, you're thinking Spider-Man 2. Then it goes to this. Then you see this guy at the bar drinking. You're like, what is this? This doesn't look like Spider-Man. You see this guy come up behind him, then zooms in on his hands. Bam. That was exciting. I'm really hyped for this game. Probably won't be out for 2 years, considering it's just like that little tease. But I'm excited for that. And then we have Spider-Man 2. You see the Insomniac Games logo again. Like, Spider-Man 2 again? And it zooms in on this. You see Lightning Strike. You're like, what is this? Some people thought Infamous. Then you see the Spider-Man logo. You're like, okay, here we go. There was somebody with like a Japanese warrior accent, if you know what I mean, talking over this. I saw people saying could be Craven, which would be interesting. You see Spider-Man fighting, and then you see Miles Morales. Looks like you're gonna play as both of them. And then there was this tease here, trying to not get copyrighted. Come on. Venom. So that should be Harry Osborn from the post-credit scene in the first game. And I would assume Green Goblin is going to be in this as well, which is Norman Osborn, because they had his grenades in the last game. And I guess maybe that could be Spider-Man 3 if Harry dies, and he could be trying to avenge him. But we'll see with that. Then we had God of War Ragnarok. This was exciting. See this? Like, you're all into it. Really fun. You see Freya fighting. happy to see more Freya. Atreus sounds like a teenager now, and he looks a little older. You get Mimir there. Then they're searching for Tyr, and you get the dwarfs. Gameplay looks awesome. Is that looked like Baldur to me, but I don't think it is. I didn't mean to go full screen there. There's Thor. Gameplay, there's some of the monsters. There's Tyr. Yeah. You see the God of War logo. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna turn on audio for a
You'll get your answer soon enough.
turn on audio for a sec. I want you guys to hear this. Like, oh yes, God of War. Thank you for showing this. And then get this.
You'll get your answer soon enough. Well, some of them.
Who is this chick? Why?
Well, some of them.
Why? You don't... This is obviously forced diversity here. And maybe she's done well. I have faith that they're gonna do her well. But, I mean, come on. This is not needed. It sounds like she's gonna be a big part of this. Although, from what we've seen, it doesn't look like she's gonna be in it that much. But that was just mostly gameplay we saw, so... Maybe she is. But just from that line, you can tell she's gonna be a big key to it. And that's just so forced, and it's just so disappointing. But hopefully it's done well. But overall, the showcase was just underwhelming. I mean, yeah, you had KOTOR at the beginning. You had this, which looked interesting, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But then after that, it was just not good. There's just nothing really interesting. You had Forspoken, which had good gameplay, Unwake Remastered, but in the middle, it was just really boring. It was underwhelming. The last 10 minutes saved this. Last, like, 3 things: Wolverine, Spider-Man, God of War. If those weren't there, everybody would be pissed. If one of those were there, everybody would be pissed. Instead, everybody's gonna remember these. But almost every game, except for maybe 1 or 2, had female leads or pick your own character, which I have no problem with pick your own character or female leads. I think pick your own character is good for the most part in most games, unless it's like a story-driven game, and sometimes I wish it would just be a default character that you have to play as. But sometimes I like choose your own character, make your own character. I love Tomb Raider, I love Horizon Zero Dawn, I like The Last of Us, the first one. I know that's half Joel or part Joel, part Ellie, but I really like Ellie. There's a ton of other games that I'm sure I would like if I played, like Hellblade. I have no problem with female leads if they're done well, but a lot of this looks so forced, and almost every single one of them was female, other than existing franchises. I don't know what category you want to put Wolverine in. Like, let's go through it. KOTOR, we don't know. Or we don't know. Got Project Eve, female. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, female. Forspoken, female. Alan Wake's existing. Grand Theft Auto 5 is existing. Ghostwire Tokyo, we don't know. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is all of them. This is, I think, choose your own character. Vampire Masquerade, we don't know. I think that might be choose your own character. Possibly. This might be just female or choose your own character. This is existing, but part female. One of them. Gran Turismo. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is existing. Wolverine, I don't know what category you want to put that into. It's an existing franchise, but it's a new new series, I guess. God of War is existing. Deathloop, I think it's choose your own character. Could be wrong, I don't remember. Rainbow Six Extraction is choose your own character. I mean, look. I have no problem with female leads, like I just said, but there's gotta be balance, you know? I feel like there was more that it's not here that was there, but I don't know. I have no problem with female characters, like I said, but there's gotta be balance. It doesn't seem like there was. All the existing ones are existing already. They're just bringing them onto PS5 or adding a new entry. Then all the new ones are female, or we don't know, or pick your own character. There's gotta be balance. You can't just say, "Oh, it's women's time now." You can't just do that. You have to have balance. And you have to do it well. You can't just throw a woman in there because you want a woman in there. You know? It's just annoying, and I hope the video game industry doesn't go in that direction. I made a video on Saints Row and Call of Duty Vanguard from opening night live and talked about how the gaming industry seems like it's gonna go woke like the film industry, but who knows. But overall, this is just underwhelming for me. What do you think about the event? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. I have another channel called Pop Less Sports where I talk about basketball, baseball, football, anything else sports related I'm interested in. So check it out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.